And let this be a lesson. The criminal mischief is all about self-control. You get upset and you start wigging out without thought to consequence. How miserable has this experience been?
Very miserable.
Great.
What happens when a 2-year-old criminal mischief case collides with an 8-month pregnant defendant who claims she can't afford $125 in restitution? You're about to witness Judge Draper lose his patience with a woman who's been dodging court for years. And trust me, when he threatens to make court appearances her full-time job, things get intense. This isn't just about broken property. It's about accountability, second chances, and whether poverty is a valid excuse for avoiding justice. Buckle up, because this judge is not playing games today.
Course and a restitution of $125. And I'd also like to throw in the case is slightly older because of a bond forfeit back in February.
Due to Miss Bowie.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel better. The case is 2 years old because of only one person. So this is what we're going to do. We will set this case off for a week. You have a week to get the decision-making class done. If you don't have it done in a week, then I will set your case every single day until you get it done. You will be so sick of us, it'll be like a career for you just to have to come up here every single day. So we're going to get you to do it one way or the other.
Hold up. Did this judge just threaten to make her come to court every single day? That's what we call judicial tough love. Folks, PTI or pretrial intervention is basically a get-out-of-jail-free card for first-time offenders. Complete a class, pay restitution, and your case gets dismissed. But here's the kicker. She's had 2 years to complete a simple online course and pay $125. The judge is essentially saying, if you won't make time for justice, I'll make you make time. This is about to get real uncomfortable for Ms. Bowie. But wait until you hear her excuse.
Now, what do you do for a living?
I just got a job recently.
Doing what?
Excuse me, I'm working from home. And it was hard for me to get that job because of the case. And it's like the reason that it keep going on and on because no one ever contacted me about coming to court. So,
Ms. Bowie, you have a theft record, and now you have a criminal mischief. If you think it's hard to get a job now, if you were to get a conviction on this criminal mischief, I'm telling you, it's going to be 20 times as difficult to get a job. The more criminal cases you pick up, the more difficult it becomes for you. That's why they have literally bent over backwards. This thing is 2 years old. In my court here in court 5, after 180 days, we set stuff for trial. I don't put up with the 2 years, 3 years old that, no. If you can't get it done, we're going to move on somehow or some way. It can't continue the way it is, especially since you're 8 months pregnant. Something has to give, and you got to get on it. The decision-making class, you could do that at home, online, in the middle of the night. There's no excuse for you not to have that done. None. That tells me that you just don't want to get it done because you can't.
it's money situations. Like I have rent, car note, and things that I have to pay as well. I had plans on paying it, but due to the storm that we had, I had to miss work, and things didn't fall in place as it should have.
Let me translate what just happened. She blamed the court for not contacting her, and the judge basically said, "Nice try, but a no." She already has a theft on her record, and now criminal mischief? That's like trying to get a job with a neon sign that says, "I take things that aren't mine and break stuff when I'm mad." The judge is right. Every conviction exponentially decreases employability. But here's what's really happening. She's 8 months pregnant, just got housed after being homeless, and claims she can't afford a $20 online class. The storm excuse? Classic deflection. But watch how the court tries to work with her despite everything.
Doesn't the DA still have, do you have the classes online that they can do?
I think this is an online class that we're requesting, Judge.
Yes, they're not free anymore, Judge.
It used to be free and now it's not free anymore. How much is it? You
The
know, how much is the class?
DA's website is $50.
That's with the DA. If she goes to like this American Integrity course, it's $20.
Yes, I've sent her those links, Judge. She's
Can you
just
swing $20?
Say that again.
Can you swing $20?
Like I can try, but I have rent, I have phone bills, I have things that I need to pay to make sure that my child is taken care of when he gets here.
And the problem is that, I mean, if you once that child gets here, you're never going to get this done. It's imperative that you get this done now. How are you going to be able to come up with the restitution? It's $125. I mean, it sounds like to me she's not going to be able to get it. Mrs. Zarate, I don't know. I don't know.
Judge, I was just going to say that if the restitution is the most important thing to the state, maybe she should just focus on that versus putting that money towards the class. But I understand the state wanting her to.
But still, though, Allie, I mean, tell me, how much money do you make a month? What exactly do you do?
I just recently started working here.
Doing what?
Like 2 months now. I was homeless at first, and then the money with the checks that I did get recently, I got me an apartment, got me a
Great.
car. Say it again.
Great, that's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Doing
saying. So
good.
it's like everything is falling into place for me, but it's like I still have this case, and it's like I don't have the money to like come with $125.
Okay, pause. She just admitted she went from homeless to having an apartment and a car in 2 months, but can't find $20 for a class that keeps her out of jail? The math isn't mathing here, people. But watch this next part. Judge Draper is about to drop some serious wisdom about self-control and consequences. This is where courtroom proceedings become life coaching sessions. The question is, will she actually listen, or is this another excuse in the making? And notice how even her defense attorney is struggling to defend her financial priorities.
Then let this be a lesson. The criminal mischief is all about self-control. You get upset and you start wigging out without thought to consequence. How miserable has this experience been?
Very miserable.
Great. I hope so, because that way, hopefully, next time you get in this kind of position, you'll think twice before acting without thought. If I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? Nevertheless, how are you going to be able to, how do we do the money?
I was thinking more time.
How many resets have we done, guys, for her to get the money together?
see. So this offer was accepted last month, which would be our last setting.
Okay, so it's
So-
not been long.
No, Your Honor. But if our complainant is concerned, wanting, restitution, but I understand if that's a financial thing, I can speak with defense counsel. We may be able to do, community service hours instead of restitution.
She's 8 months pregnant, man. I don't,
Okay, I discussed that with Xavier. I mean, he's been very willing to work with me, but the issue is, given her being pregnant, community
Yeah.
service.
Mrs. Zarate, I don't know how at 8 months pregnant, unless you keep it open for another 6 months and then, but I don't know if Judge Draper is going to want to do that, being that the case is 2 years old as it is.
I mean,
And-
also
and-
community service is something that can be completed online. They do have programs where that can be done.
Oh, well, I've never heard of that, but that's really?
Yes, you can do like reading to children, and that type of stuff online for community service hours.
Wait, what? Online community service by reading to children? That's actually brilliant. The prosecution just threw her a massive lifeline here. She can literally complete community service from her couch while 8 months pregnant. But here's the real tea. They've been trying to accommodate her for 2 years, and she keeps finding excuses. The defense attorney is basically saying, look, my client is her own worst enemy here. The patience in this courtroom is wearing thinner than gas station toilet paper, but the judge isn't done yet.
How about that?
Yes, sir.
But we need to put a time limit. It's time to put this baby to bed, as you well know. Like you don't want this open forever, right? It's time.
And Judge, just so the court knows, I've heavily advised her against taking any kind of time served or anything, which would obviously dispose of this because she's having trouble right now. She's certainly not going to be able to get a job with this conviction. So
Not only that, if you want state services ever, if you ever want to go to school, get financial aid. You ever want to get services from as far as like food stamps, Social Security, all these other social services with convictions, it's not going to happen. That's why the worst thing you could possibly do is just plead guilty and I'm going to move on. When you take a half-ass approach, you get a half-ass result. So, I guess, why don't we set it off for a week for you guys to go back to the drawing board to try to reach some kind of resolution? How much money are you making? What are you doing now as far as work?
Working from home, a call center,
Okay.
14 an hour,
How much are you working? Are you working full time?
full time.
So tell me how much you're making on an average paycheck.
$1,010
Every paycheck, every 2 weeks? That's great. How much is rent?
$1,600.
So you got about 400 left to play with after rent.
And then I have my car note that comes right after that on the 16th,
How much is a car note?
500.
Excuse me? $1,600 rent and a $500 car note on a $2,200 monthly income? The judge's face says it all. The math is not adding up. She's living way above her means and then claiming she can't afford $125 in restitution to someone whose property she destroyed. This is exactly why judges become skeptical of financial hardship claims. She's prioritizing a luxury apartment, an expensive car, over taking responsibility for her actions. Watch how Judge Draper completely dismantles her poverty defense with basic arithmetic. This is about to get real uncomfortable.
Why are you living in that's an expensive apartment. Where are you living, dude?
In Woodlands.
No. Are you living in like a lap of luxury? $1,600 for an apartment is a lot of money is it a 1-bedroom, 2 or 3?
This is a 2-bedroom.
Who are you living with?
My little brother.
Is he paying rent too?
And he helps out when he can.
Great. Is he working?
Yes.
Okay. How much does he usually provide?
Like I get like $500 from him.
That's so realistically speaking, you're paying around $1,000 a month for rent.
Yes.
So you have around $1,000 left over. $500 for your car. So you have around $500 for food and other necessities. Phone. I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility that she can pay restitution. If she can pay perhaps $20 every 2 weeks, we can conceivably get this done. If you're paying $20 a month and give it to Allie for her to hold and trust, it can happen.
So
Can you swing $20?
yes, sir.
Let's do that. Mrs. Arati, whenever there is a complaining witness that is owed restitution, I think that's the most important thing for me, because it's not fair that someone gets to break someone else's property and they don't have to pay for it. And $125 in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. Most, we see thousands of dollars in criminal mischief cases. So I think that that's doable. So why don't we do this? Allie, can you take the money and hold it
Sure. Yeah. I
so
mean,
that
because
it
she
doesn't get spent?
do a money order to but yes, I can.
Because the DA's office is not going to take it piecemeal.
No, I understand. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. And then once I have the full amount, then I can just get a money order.
Today is the 1st. You should have gotten paid today.
I did.
Okay. I will wait today. I'm going to reset your case for 2 weeks. You must appear in court on that day and bring her $20 so that she can hold it towards restitution. Let's reset this thing every 2 weeks for you to give them $20 every time. And then after you got the 125, the case is good, is over, done, and they'll dismiss it. Bet?
Judge, I just wanted to ask, are you indicating that, well, I guess, what about the class?
I don't know. You guys fight about that.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't, I mean, to me, the most important thing is a restitution to a complaining witness because it's just not fair otherwise, really. Whether you guys, it don't matter to me. You just fight about that.
State about it, and I just want my client to know, don't go and pay for the class.
Seems like she's miserable enough as it is.
Okay, let's focus on the restitution, and I'll talk to the state.
All right, ma'am.
You're gonna reset it for 2 weeks, Judge.
Yeah, required appearance, right.
The $20.
We're almost there, and you can literally almost get this done before you have the baby. Just be done with it once and for all. And hopefully, just start thinking about this. It's all about when you get angry, don't let loose. Do you have any questions? It's okay. Tell me, is this gonna be okay with you? Are you sure?
Yes.
If you have any more issues, just come back and talk to us. Don't just take off. That's the worst thing that you can do. We can always try to work something out. Okay? Okay, man.
So here's what just went down. A 2-year-old criminal mischief case finally got resolved with a payment plan of $20 every 2 weeks. The defendant, 8 months pregnant with theft already on her record, tried every excuse in the book, from poverty to pregnancy to not being contacted by the court. But Judge Draper saw right through it, discovering she pays $1,600 in rent and $500 for a car, while claiming she can't afford $125 in restitution. The final ruling? Bi-weekly court appearances with $20 payments until the victim is made whole, then case dismissed through PTI. No criminal conviction, no jail time, just accountability. The real lesson here? Criminal mischief isn't just about property damage. It's about self-control and facing consequences. If this courtroom drama had you on the edge of your seat, smash that like button, drop a comment about whether you think the judge was too harsh or too lenient, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns where excuses meet reality. And remember, when you lose your temper, you might just lose a whole lot more. See you in the next one.